Hi, my name is Heather Okeke, and today I would like to talk a little bit about the basic architecture of your child's brain. Now, what do I mean by the architecture of your child's brain? I'm talking about the connections that your child's brain is making through the experiences and the relationships you're giving your children. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the positive relationships and interactions you have with your child, the experiences through play you're going to give your child, and how stress can affect your child's brain. First off, let's talk about positive relationships and the positive interactions you have with your child. What is that? Well, with this, what I'm talking about is the social emotional skills your child's going to have. Social skills you're going to teach them. This is what are the rules of society? What are the values of your household? Um, those kind of things is what you're going to teach them. The emotional skills, when we talk about emotional skills, we're talking about self regulation, being able to handle your emotions and express them in more appropriate ways. So, for an example, in a preschool classroom, a child may have spent all day building blocks. Great. Now, a child comes over, knocks them down. This child is going to do one of two things. He's either going to start screaming and then hitting the other child for knocking down his blocks. That child has not been taught socially acceptable ways to solve his problems, and he doesn't have the self regulation to solve those problems yet. The second, let's talk about another scenario. Now the child has the blocks are knocked down. This child says, "Don't knock down my blocks. I don't like that." Great. That's more socially acceptable. It's not socially acceptable for adults to go hit one another just because they're mad, and it's not socially acceptable for our children. We want to teach them. And you, as parents, are the ones who are going to have those skills and those abilities to teach your children right from wrong and those social emotional skills that they need to carry on through life. So, the second one is the positive experiences through play. When I talk about the play, I'm talking about the experiences you're giving them. This could be taking a walk outside and looking at all the plants and the flowers and exploring the rocks that you see on the ground or the insects you might see. It could be reading a book and just talking about the book. What do you think this guy's doing? Oh my gosh, did you ever do that? You know, having those back and forth discussions. It can be singing songs, sing a lullaby together, get some puppets and play. It can just be sitting down and coloring with one another. You want those positive relationships. You want to give them those experiences. The more experiences you give them, the more their brain is going to make better connections and stronger connections. I have here representations of a brain. This one is a strong, sturdy brain. This child had positive relationships throughout with their teachers, with their caregivers, with their parents. They're offered lots of um, experiences through they went to the museum or they went on a lot of walks or they swam in the backyard or they put on the sprinklers and they ran or mom or dad sat down and played tea party with me or played with my dolls. This is a strong brain. It's sturdy. I'm hitting it. Nothing's happening. I'm dropping it. Didn't break. It's good. It's going to be able to handle life. Now, this child's brain is a little less sturdy. It's a little fragile. It's made out of, I made it out of straws. So this child's brain is not as strong. It's a little flimsy. It may not be able to handle. This child may not have had the experiences this the other child did. The parent may have ignored them. They may have been exposed to some toxic stress, which is what I'm going to talk about now. There are good stressors, and it's okay if your child feels a little stress. It's okay. Positive stress is a good thing because it's going to help build the resilience and help them deal with stress later. But again, it's through positive relationships that you have. It's that bond you guys are creating that you have together. That's building this strong brain and being able to deal with the stress. Now let's talk about toxic stress. toxic stresses, domestic violence, drug abuse in the home, um, neglect. It could be emotional or physical abuse towards the child, anything like that, a long going stress like that is toxic. And that's what's going to give you this less sturdy brain is that toxic stress. We don't want that. We want the strong brain. So what can you do? The more you interact with your child in a positive way through those positive relationships, positive experiences, play with them, take them out. It doesn't have to cost you money to go for a walk and explore walks. It doesn't have to cost money to sit down and just color. You know, have those experiences, have those conversations, read, you know, to sit down and enjoy each other. That's going to give those positive experiences that's going to help your child later in life. So, the development of a child's brain architecture provides the foundation for all future learning. It helps with their behavior, it helps also with their health. Brains are built over time, so you have to constantly work with your child just like a house. You have the foundation and it continues to build. I like to refer to the three little pigs. The first house was made out of straw. Maybe they had some toxic stress in their life. They didn't get those interactions. But the wolf came, house went down. The second one, made out of sticks. It was kind of a little bit stronger. Maybe the relationship could have been more experiences could have been more. It fell down. But the third house was made out of bricks. They had a positive relationship. They had plenty of experiences and positive stress in their life. So the house was sturdy. The foundation was sturdy. That wolf came a knocking and couldn't blow the house down because it was strong. So interact with your child. Have fun with them. Enjoy them. They're not going to be young forever. So if you want to hear any more, please visit easypreschool.wordpress.com and my information is there, and you can learn more about brain architecture and ways to reach out to me. Thank you.